shit, no.
Okay, I'm gonna
Now
wait
we're
till the
live.
stream starts.
We we can we can edit this part from Craig.
I don't see the stream yet.
Behold the power of editing, gentlemen. I present corn.
Ah, there it goes. Okay. So, you have your webcam on. Okay.
What?
This is In Production Studios podcast number 1. First time we're doing this. Gonna be introduction. Fuck me. Introduce ourselves. We're gonna fuck me. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna introduce ourselves. Oh. I want one of them jackets. Sorry. I will start this off. My name is Token White Boy. That's my in-game name. You'll see me around, maybe. I don't fucking know. So on and so forth. Bob.
I'm Magic Bob 22. I've been referred to that in real life and in game. I'm also, my name is actually really Jesse. Some people might actually think it's Robert, since, you know, there's Bob in my name, but it is not. I'm very awkward, because it's our first stream. Our first official
stream. First official podcast.
Podcast, yeah. Let me put up the pinky on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so, Adam.
Yeah, as you hear, I'm Adam. Sometimes go as Spaceship Dan or Blind Bud or Blind. So, yeah. White Boy, Token White Boy, is actually my brother, so sometimes you'll hear me call him Aaron. But, yeah. I usually get called, Bob calls me Adam, or Grim calls me Blind, so it just kind of varies.
I'm gonna come back to how you got your screen name after Grim does his stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's a funny story.
Which one, actually? There's multiples.
The Blind Bud 08.
Okay.
Go ahead, Grim.
Grim Death 93 on PlayStation, but everyone just calls me Grim now, so I went with that. Or Grimsby, or Grimsburg, or any variation of the 14,000 nicknames I have now.
Grimsby. 8 legs.
7 vaginas.
I blame that animation.
But yeah, if that's all you got.
Is that pretty much?
Okay.
Four idiots talking now.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
But yeah, the Blind Bud 08 is actually kind of a funny story. See, many of you may remember back in the early days of online gaming, console online gaming. I think, what was it, on 360?
It was 360.
Yeah, him and my stepdad, our stepdad technically, they shared an Xbox Live account. Because, you know, nobody wanted to fucking pay for online gaming at the time, so they were gonna split an Xbox Live account. My stepdad usually went by Blind Guy.
Hence,
and,
well, he's blind in one eye, so that's why Blind Guy.
yeah, and my brother went by Butthead because we were obsessed with Beavis and Butthead back then. This was what, early 2000s?
It's like 2007.
Yeah. Okay, late 2000s. Whatever. And so they put their account together and they got Blind Butt, and then the year they did it in.
Oh wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, if we're going on how we got our names, the only reason I have my name is because I misspelled the word token. Used to hang out with just all my friends were non-whites. I was the only white guy in my group. Which, no, look at that. That's the exact opposite. Everybody I know is white. Fuck you guys. Racist. No. Yeah. Funny times.
Mm-hmm. Bob, how'd you end up finding your screen name out?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, so, but around the same time, like, I kind of met Aaron.
I'm Aaron, by the way. I didn't say that.
Yeah. I go back and forth between calling him White Boy or Aaron. It's just, it's always one or the other. But anyways, well, actually, this is before I met them. I was probably in about middle school, and I just wanted a nickname. Like I could not think of anything, and I just wanted a nickname. I thought it'd be really cool, so I just said I'm gonna be Magic Bob, and it actually stuck. Because normally when you get a nickname, someone else gives it to you, and that's what it kind of sticks with. But I just thought of it on the spot, like that's what I want to be called. And I used to go to a youth group a lot, and these people like would call me Magic Bob all the time. And so I really just stuck with it. Like I let people call me Magic Bob, and it stuck really well. This is before gaming,
Right, right.
but I'd have people I didn't even know call me Magic Bob. I wouldn't know these people at all, and they just call me Magic Bob. But it's stuck really well on PlayStation. Like it's weird whenever I hear either one of these guys or any of these guys call me Jesse. It is actually really weird.
I wish that I was Jesse's girl.
See, and I just hate that song in general.
Howdy, howdy,
But
howdy.
it's really weird when I hear them say Jesse. Like really weird. And but it just kind of stuck with me, and other people said it. It does. No one says it anymore. It was something that died out maybe like sophomore year in a high school. Like there are still a few, very very few people that still say it, but other than that, it's just these guys that say it. Like, and well, they don't say the full nickname. It's either I have a couple other friends that call me Magic, or these guys pretty much call me Bob.
Or
But
Bab.
Or Robert.
Magic Babbert.
And he says it's weird too, because you gotta remember now, I've known Bob since 2007. It's been like 12
A
years.
long time. Very long time.
Yeah. So, and we all know how Grim got his name. He's just one of those edgy goth kids.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's
Shouts
actually
at Hot Topic.
I know.
Sniper
Fucking with
Ghost Warrior 3.
Hey, now I like that game.
It's so edgy. You're so edgy, you can cut through medieval armor.
Fair enough. I'm
Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
But no, like actually I used to have a different gamer tag before Grim Dead when I played on OG
Grim Reaper
Xbox. No, it was Veto. VEDO.
Oh.
Because yeah, weird, right? A friend gave it to me before he passed away because he was in a car wreck. He was my cousin's fiance, and he got me into Halo. He got me into Halo 2. So that's the nickname I used on Halo for a long time. And then when I switched up to 360,
You got edgy.
I don't know, for whatever reason, I was like, I want to switch the game. I think it's about time. So I switched over to Grim Death 93 with no underscore, and I used that for a long ass time. Then when I switched over to PlayStation, it apparently started cooking. So that's why the underscore is there now. But the Grim has two M's because that's my initials, and I just don't want to be like everybody else have a GRM or GRIM.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Makes you look less edgy, but still edgelordy.
You're the
Actually,
edgiest out of all of us.
when PlayStation did their name change, I debated changing my name to Grimsby. I was like, nah.
Oh, that would actually screw up Onrush. Look up the games that'll screw
Yeah.
up.
Oh, I know, that's why I didn't
Screw up
do it.
Onrush and Little Big Planet 3. There's a couple other games
Yeah.
that it does it minorly
So
too.
I didn't do it.
Really? Yeah.
No,
Wait
I
for those
actually didn't
bugs
know
to
that.
be pounded out, but nah. Grimsby, that's what I get called anyway, so.
Yeah.
He's here to stay.
Well,
And going back on it, since we were just kind of mentioning it, since I mentioned it, me and Bob have known each other for 12 years. We actually met on PS3. If anybody remembers the greatest game on PS3, the Orange Box.
not sponsored, but EA, please update it.
Bring back the orange box.
We want hats. God damn it.
One hat.
KTT is not dead. We are still on
We're on-
vacation.
Yeah, we're still on vacation.
We.
Did my thing cut out?
Did it cut out?
I
Or
think,
did,
I think Whiteboard cut out.
I
I
think I lost Whiteboard.
I think we lost
We
it.
lost Whiteboard. Anyways, is the stream still
I
going?
muted myself.
Okay. I could have picked it up right then and there because I know it also.
Go
I was
for it.
there.
Go for it.
So originally, and I want to kind of tell it my perspective. So back
You have a better
in,
memory of it, anyways.
I was in middle school at this time. Um, I I didn't. My parents still had dial-up internet, but on my PlayStation, I was able to find a Wi-Fi signal, no password, and I was so pumped because I'd always wanted to play TF2. I seen videos on it, and I wanted to play it so bad. I didn't have a microphone or anything, but I remember joining this room, and it was the KTT clan, and but White Boy didn't have his KTT. And you couldn't. You had to make another account to represent KTT, like another PlayStation account.
Yeah, that
You
was.
couldn't just throw a tag on it or anything like that. But anyways, they were playing like Michael Myers or something on Hydro, and like so they were running all over the place hiding. The stories they were telling, everything, they were hilarious. It was Spencer, White Boy, and honestly, another handful disappeared now. Uh, but they were hilarious. I didn't have any friends back then, but these guys were hilarious. And I added White Boy out of him because that's the only name I can remember at the time. Because I think you actually had to type it in. And
Yeah.
like I just remembered that one, so I just put in token White Boy, and I added him. He accepted my friend request. And here's the thing: since he wasn't playing on his clan account, I never saw him get on TF2 again. He kept playing Metal Gear Solid. What was Metal Gear Solid 5?
Yeah,
Whatever it was.
four.
Yeah, it was 4.
MGO.
Yeah, I didn't have that game, but I saw him play it, and then I saw him get on TF2. And at this time, it had been like months and months later.
Hold on though, real quick before we keep going. The funny thing is, the only reason I even added you is because you didn't have a mic, like you said. I remembered you playing Scout and running around and smacking me with the fucking baseball bat the entire time, and you sent me a message or something like that saying you guys are fucking hilarious, and I remembered that, and I told Spencer about that. I was like, yeah, because when you joined us later on when I was on my original account, he goes, who the fuck is this guy? And I was like, dude, he was that Scout that was with us that one time. He was fucking funny, man. He thought we were great.
You guys, I was in tears from the shit you guys were telling each other. I was crying, laughing. But here's the moment of glory again. I got on, and he was on TF2. I had better internet, and I saved up money to buy a little shitty Bluetooth mic. I got on, started bullshitting with these guys. Still fucking hilarious. And I was still really awkward at this age. Like, I was very antisocial, and like, I was bad at making friends. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it was kind of depressing on my end because like I just didn't have many friends.
I think it's been long enough years we can finally talk about it. He kind of came off almost as your typical B-tard.
But yeah.
See, the funny thing about that, about Bob, that when you guys were playing, I was beside Aaron watching, because me and Bob were the same age, or about a year off. And at the time,
Months off.
huh?
I
A
think
few
it's months.
months. Yeah, you were in December, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Not even.
but when you guys were playing TF2, Aaron and I still lived together at our mom's, and I'd be sitting in his bedroom watching, playing, like, hey, can I play? Can I play? And then just watching, I'm like, oh man. And then of course I couldn't hear any conversations because he had his headphones in, but I still want to always be a part of that.
But I like Spencer more. But it turns out Spencer was just he didn't like me. He was way more of a dick towards me. He'd kick me for any reason.
He fucking hated you.
He was really like just bad towards me. Aaron did not like he wasn't like that. Like yeah, we had our moments like where yeah you're probably a dick to me, but even then
Well, a lot of it you were trolling hard. When you would just finally just get to my nerves and piss me off.
well and like I said I was awkward. I wasn't polite. Like I didn't okay I do a glitch every so often or a lot, but I would go overboard.
Or well.
Hydro.
Well.
But
No,
I
it was
would
Hydro.
go overboard. Yeah, it was Hydro. But I would go overboard with it. And like looking back now, I was cringy. I was super fucking cringy.
Oh god, yeah.
But
Aren't we all when we're young?
Aaron here stuck it out for me, and despite Spencer actually being a complete, asshole back then to me. I still have him as a friend, but I don't hang out with him nearly as much. But
I'm the reason
it
you
was
got into
White Boy.
KTT too. I backed you up. I was like, dude, he plays a badass scout and soldier.
And I learned a lot of other things. But I had a great time there. There were a lot of moments. But anyways, but I remember when I met Adam. I just didn't like him at first. I did not. I actually hated you. I was like, I fucking hate this guy. Like, fuck this guy. Hate this guy.
Fuck this guy.
And I don't know why. I just naturally did it. I was like, fuck this guy. Reasons? I don't know. Fuck this guy. But yeah. So I naturally hated him. But like, I remember he would take over. I kind of vaguely remember he would take over for White Boy sometimes for TF2 to cover for him, or we played Fat Princess also, and there were other handful of other games.
The demo, not the actual game. We never actually owned the actual game.
Yeah.
See, but I remember me and Spencer played a lot of MGO though.
We were really far away.
Oh, sorry. No, I remember playing a lot of MGO with Spencer. That was the what I mainly.
And I never played MGO.
Mm-mm.
Funny story. That first PS3 I had, I saved up a shit ton of money and snuck and bought it behind my parents' back. Hid it behind my dad while I was living with him at the time. And the only game I owned for it at first was Metal Gear Solid.
4.
And I never played MGO with these guys. Who wants to tell how? Does it matter who tells how Grim became part of our lives?
Grim was a funny story.
That was.
Because this was
happened to
yeah, back in the Destiny 1 era.
Yeah. So it was on a Destiny tracker. You guys were doing the last ring. You're on the last spot, and a couple guys quit on you. And you're like, we need a Titan that knows how to use a bubble. I'm like, I know how to use a bubble. And they're like, okay, you can
Grim's
join.
a Titan.
You're
Grim
like,
knows a Titan.
yeah, I got a mic. Oh, this fucking.
And we were using Skype also.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that.
Like, do you have Skype? I'm like, yeah, I have Skype. I don't even know why I had Skype at the time. I just had it.
Stop.
I was like, I got Skype. I can communicate. And we got into the chat together. I'm like, okay, these guys are actually funny. They know how to take a joke. They ain't taking it seriously.
Here's the awkward part. We had Chibi with us. This other
Oh
friend.
yeah.
And you two started getting in a little bit of a heated.
No, that was after. That was after.
No, that was the first
It was
time.
a different VOG.
Well, I remember it was one of the first times.
The day we met him, though.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. We met him at the end of a raid the first time. We did VOG with him 2 weeks later.
That's right.
She was already in our chat. We were bullshitting with her.
Because we were planning on doing another raid and we needed somebody.
Yeah,
And
got
when
into
it
a
was before
chat.
we were really hanging out with him.
Yeah,
That was mainly a misunderstanding, though.
yeah, it was. We've talked about that.
It was like this guy.
They had a
and now
heated
these two are
discussion
arguing.
about transgenders at the time. This is, oh god, how many years ago was that now?
Like 4 or 5.
Back in D1.
Yeah, it was year 1 of D1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was still in college at the time.
Like Crota had just
yeah.
came out, but we were
Yeah.
avoiding doing Crota.
Well, Crota fucking sucked back then. Because we didn't know how to lag switch him. Yeah, they got into a heated discussion about fucking transgenders, and I remember afterwards, after Chiefs left, and after Grim got off, me and Bob were talking, we're like, do we keep hanging out with him? Or do we...
Well,
And I was like,
I remember the three of us during the raid were like, oh god, Chiefs would make him leave. And we're going to have to find somebody else to do this raid with us.
we were freaking the fuck
And
out.
we're like, oh,
we
Chiefs,
were-
stop.
We were building a lot of tension. And these two were, but I'm sitting here like, just sitting like, this is awkward.
And we're right in the middle of the raid and we're like, we don't want to find somebody else. We just want to get it over with.
I think we made up later, but
Yeah.
it was just like a
Oh, yeah.
major misunderstanding of like he thought I hated transgender, but I'm like, no. It's
I'm gonna end this discussion right here and right now. Football sucks.
Yeah.
Inside joke.
No, it's
X-Fire. If you
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
an
what
X-Fire
X-Fire is,
joke.
you wouldn't know. Don't hurt yourself, Grim.
I'm gonna.
Little bit of backstory on that one. I think it was me, Cortez, Bob, Pickle,
Purple.
and Cheebs, and Pickle and Cortez were talking about sports.
I was too.
Oh, was it basketball you guys were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Cheebs just busted. She goes, "I'm gonna stop this discussion right now. Football sucks." And we all stopped and started laughing. Like, wait, what?
I mean,
was
she
talking
ain't
about
wrong.
Portland Trailblazers, because I live in Oregon.
Yeah.
People lived in California, and he was talking about Lakers, I think.
And Cortez lives in Pittsburgh, or not Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I don't
It's
know
the
the
same
teams
thing.
over there,
Uh,
but still, we
Pittsburgh.
were discussing.
No. I don't know what they are.
I don't know basketball super well, but still, we were having a discussion about a game, and yeah, Jeeves did not know what was going on, so she's just like, "Football sucks."
I'm gonna chime in here.
Oh,
But yeah.
I miss Cheebs.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we like discuss getting like shipping it together and trying to get her like just a cheap refurbished PlayStation?
Yeah.
Or- yeah, she didn't want it though.
Yeah.
She used to read us their erotic novels.
Yeah.
Mama didn't raise no quitter.
Mom ain't raised no quitters.
Smut.
Well, since we're on things like that, one of oh god, who was it? Oh god, what the fuck was his name? Our one buddy. We used to play not Wolf Haze, the other guy,
Oh,
the one who had a crush on
Player Abel.
Yes. He who used to have a crush on a fucking Spencer's wife, girlfriend. Are they married?
I don't remember now.
I
We're not caught up
remember-
with any of that stuff because we didn't even know Spy got married.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I remember we were playing. It was us three, me, Bob, and Slayer. And we were playing fucking Little Big Planet. And I think I was building a level with all three of them at the time. And Slayer had gotten off, and Bob would stay up real late. He fucking fell asleep. And he fell asleep on his controller and drifted up into the top corner of the room. I built a little room for him up there and wrote, "Hi Bob, Lumpy."
Yeah, well, I'll never forget the time I spent a lot of time working on a pod that I didn't save, fell asleep. You guys kick me out. I get stuck with Pickle. He absolutely destroys my pod. I was
Hypocrisy here
furious.
right now.
What?
I'm getting a little bit of hypocrisy here. You're describing about people destroying pods.
I mean, we don't ever do that, ever.
Yeah.
We don't destroy here. We create things.
Yeah. Just, we create things that are half-assed. That's why we're in production.
Always. Always in production.
Oh,
We'll get to it later.
What else is there? Anybody else got any good reminiscent stories here?
Well, I might kick off to like favorite moments with each one of you that I've had.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Nope, you're good.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna start off with you, white boy. My favorite moment was just in general back when we used to play Borderlands 2. Because for me to get that, I didn't have a job at the time. I was still in school, and for me to get that, I had to sell a PSP. And this is to GameStop also, so you'll know why I had to sell so much shit. I had to sell a PSP and maybe about 5 newer games. I don't remember what they were. It was so long ago. But I had to sell a bunch of those, and I was still like $5 short from getting Borderlands 2, and I could only get the bare base game. But White Boy and I played the absolute crap out of it. Like, we played it constantly, along with DC Universe.
It doesn't sound
it
right
was
when you
free.
say it that way. The absolute shit.
The absolute shit.
You said the absolute crap. It's like,
Absolute crap. Hey, you know, this is gonna be somewhat kid friendly.
The fuck it is.
The fuck did you say?
Absolute shit out of it. Absolute shit out of it. And it was just him and I. Occasionally your cousin, I think, joined in.
Ben.
oh
Yeah.
god, yeah.
I don't remember if Adam joined in with it or not. I think you were still like mostly on Xbox.
If I did,
join in until Assault on Dragon's Keep.
Yeah.
if I did, yeah, we were split screening it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And you only joined in because remember we figured out how to mod our save files.
Yeah, cause I used to do it on Xbox.
But anyway, like, and this was like the biggest, like, you know, what Aaron and I played the absolute most out of, and it was just like we always had good memories of it, like just playing characters and just doing like little things that that Gearbox would update for a week, like what was that? It was that mosquito-looking thing. I forgot the name of. They turn into those pods and then like keep leveling.
Vermi!
Yeah, we kept trying to do Vermi.
When they upped it that 1 week, we spawned like 6 of them.
Yeah. And then we were also trying to find Spider Pants, which was a creature that was added in just because of what? Some forum posts?
Okay, yeah, there was a forum post. I was actually a part of this. I was there for it. The guy joined, and I'm not trying to be racist here, but he was literally typing in Ebonics. And he typed it up, and he goes, yo, I got a thing on how to beat them spider pants. What you do is you punch him in the face, you jump around, and you shoot him in the butt. And people were like, spider pants? And he goes, yeah. They're like, all right, well, what about threshers? He goes, all right, you want to beat the trashers? You got to do. And he would misquote all the fucking monsters, and somebody would draw up little things about it. And spider pants blew up then because somebody literally drew a spider wearing pants. And Gearbox started quoting into it.
Like this or this.
Yeah, and they're like, he's going in the game.
And then,
Oh my god.
I had a lot of moments. I mean, that pretty much Borderlands in general, like, you know, what we played on. Like, that was our thing. And that's why I'm so hyped up for Borderlands 3. It's just, it's a nostalgic thing.
That and a little bit of advertising here. If you guys want, we have a lot of original Borderlands 2 videos of me and Bob goofing around.
Oh, yeah. That was when you had, like, an actual
I
camera
recorded it with an
hooked up.
actual camera, too, by the way. That's how,
But it really looks decent.
It did look decent. I set it up on a tripod and everything.
And we were kind of a little bit more like, you know, scrubs back. Well, I was the biggest scrub. I had to get everything off of Aaron's PlayStation account, like all.
Oh
real
yeah,
stuff.
back when we were
Right.
game sharing.
Yeah, like I was still in school. I was a broke ass motherfucker.
Broke ass bitch.
But and then a lot of moments I had with Adam. We played a lot of racing games. Whether it was like GTA, Crew, it was always motorcycles.
The Crew was probably the best for motorcycles, I think.
Oh, God, yes. But, like, still, remember all those GTA servers, like, those racing servers?
Oh yeah, us doing the races on there, man.
You and I would just always be winning. Always. It was always you and I at the front, because I just would have ride
A motorcycle.
and that was just, you know, like, a huge part of it also. Like, I mean, that was one of my memorable moments with Adam, was just doing motorcycle stuff, or just racing in general. Like, we talk about cars a lot, and yeah, so it was always fun to play racing games with it. I think that's pretty much all like you and I would ever play together.
That's pretty much it. Like, I mean, I'm just trying to think of.
I think it's just like we played a lot of games together, just him and I.
But we always end up going to like motorcycles or cars, or that's what we always gravitated toward.
Yeah. And then Grim and I, So before I met like everyone else, like this isn't with Grim, but I was an FPS person. I always wanted to play Call of Duty. I always wanted to play Battlefield. Like that was in my blood. And I know Grim loves, killing.
I love
Just
shooting.
kill. We love shooting things, making stuff more deader. And when I found out Grim plays Battlefield, and especially Battlefield 4, I used to play a lot of Battlefield 3, but I actually had a friend to play it with. And it's fun to play with a friend. Him and I would play Battlefield 4 a lot. And whether it was just us sniping or anything like that, it was just the ability to play a first person shooter again with someone that also really liked playing it. Um, I actually picked up Siege. Wanted to give it a try just to play with Grim, and it was actually more fun than I thought it was going to be. I thought it is a pretty toxic community, but
Oh, it's
uh, it's always good to have a friend with it, just to really enjoy it, especially when you and him can play, serious but not serious,
it
and
also
just
helps
learn
when
to
you
make
don't
stuff.
get team kicked
Yeah, you always got a friend there to back you up.
because there's no majority vote for you now.
But uh, uh, I was anytime Grim and I are playing, we're always playing some kind of shooter game, whether it's Battlefield or Siege, or even a couple times now Call of Duty with the remastered.
Free.
Well, I bought it way back because it was pretty
Oh, yeah,
nostalgic
right.
for me. Because I played that hell of it. Only when it came out as standalone. Like I wasn't gonna pick up Advanced for it. But those are just it's just like key moments of just playing with them individually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It takes 4 seconds to make of silence to make things awkward, boys. Come on, get it together.
Well, gay babies born every awkward silence, right?
Wait,
And there's one.
Are they though?
Honestly, let's see. Since you were talking about Borderlands, one of my favorite Borderlands memories that you and me made, Bob, was when what the fuck was it called? The first DLC came out, the Pirate Booty one. When I joined you, and you would take the boats and you would jack them up into the skybox.
Fuck! I was so good at breaking any game. So good.
And then this leads into the next DLC, the Torg DLC. I joined you, and you're like, you gotta join me. I'm like, well, why can't you join me? You're like, no, you have to join me. First time playing the thing, I'm like, alright, what, did you find something cool? He goes, yes. I joined you, and I'm like, where the fuck are you? You're like, come over to the wall. And I come over, and I just see your head poking out of the wall. I'm like, what the fuck did you... You're like, get in the vehicle. I'm like, what? I hit the button to get in the vehicle. He has the fucking vehicle somehow jammed so far into the wall that it's underground, and the only thing poking out is the turret. So when he sits in the turret, he's just, hey, spinning around. Just head out of the ground.
Oh, that reminds me of with the time we were able to glitch the sparrows through the world in Destiny underneath the wall.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, all that stupid shit. This is great. Every fucking time we get a new DLC, he would break it somehow.
Well, I'm an expert at breaking things. It's been in my blood ever since we first met.
Hydro.
Hydro. Any other game, really. Like
Any
like,
Little Big Planet map
up,
ever?
Oh my god, you would rip Little Big Planet levels in half. You would just normal levels, and somehow he would lag it so hard that you could see the entire level tear itself apart in between like where it was supposed to be connected. It's like, nope. Like, how did you do that? You're like, I just grabbed onto something and pulled.
Grab and pull.
The game literally does not let you pull that hard. How did you pull that hard? I just kept pulling.
I just didn't stop.
I just didn't stop. The game does not render you keep pulling. Keep pulling. It only knows that you can't pull that hard, but it doesn't render how long you're gonna pull that hard.
we're going with
Especially for
like,
some people.
I don't know. See, I hate to say it, but the most of the memories I have of me and my brother playing games always goes back to Sega.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh
remember
yeah.
sitting around and
I remember
playing
Beavis and
Toe
Butthead.
Jam and Earl all the time, or Beavis and Butthead.
That's probably the most memorable. Beavis and Butthead for me
I
at
forgot
least.
they made Beavis and Butthead for Sega.
Oh my god, yeah, we would play the shit out of that all the time, and then we'd forget our passwords and have to start all over again. Toe Jam and Earl, though, that's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to buy that game because I remember me and him sitting there playing it,
Big
and I
girl.
remember one time, uh, I don't remember what happened. He did something that pissed me off one time, and I took the fucking corded controller and chucked it so hard the D-pad popped off of it. And I was freaking out like, oh shit, we only have two controllers, and I'm trying to put the fucking D-pad back on, and I don't care how flimsy those fucking controllers were, you could put them back together so easily, and they worked just fine. Like, they were so flimsy, so simplistic, that you could fix them with some duct tape and glue.
Well, yeah, they were all mechanical connections back in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were, oh my god. Oh, the other thing, I remember, another big history thing for me and him is Metal Gear. I remember playing through almost every single one of the Metal Gears with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, except for, this is kind of sad, except for 4, because I disappeared for a summer for like 3 months,
Yeah.
and he played it without me, and that's one thing I kind of regret a little bit, just a little bit. Like, I missed out on that. When MGS 5 came out, though, he would bring his PlayStation, we'd sit in my
Yeah.
basement, and play it side by side with our headphones in, so we wouldn't spoil the game. And then we take the headphones out and be like, "Dude, did you just see that fucking cutscene?
Yeah, dude. I just saw that fucking
Put your
cutscene.
headphones back on."
I just remember the ending that we're playing the ending. I'm like, oh, I walked downstairs and you're at the end of the game, and I was like, oh, you're playing the beginning again, and you're like, yeah, I am, and you didn't say anything. You're just like, yeah, I'm playing the beginning. I restarted. I was like,
Yeah, I didn't
oh,
want to
okay.
spoil it.
So I sit down, put my headphones in,
By the
start
way,
playing.
spoilers to the game if you haven't beaten it yet. It's been too many fucking years. You should have beat it already.
Yeah, but I sit down, put my headphones in. I'm like, wait, I'm playing them first now. I'm like, oh, so he wasn't restarting. He's at the end, and he's sitting there watching. I'm like, motherfuck, that's the end.
That ending's so fucking good too. Like, it could have been better.
No, they could have continued it,
They
which
were going.
they
to.
should have.
There was so many more scenes.
Konami just ruined it.
I hate to say it, but there is. Did you see they're remaking? They're remastering MGS4
No.
for
Are they
PS4.
actually remastering it, or is it a freaking pachinko machine?
No. They're remastering it for PS4.
Tinkle machine.
Pachinko! No. They're legit remastering MGS4, and I saw that, and my heart skipped a beat for a second. I was like, I don't want to give Konami money, but I want to buy a remaster. I always said I would buy a legit remaster of any of their MGS games.
What if, even though, I don't know, because I was thinking like, well, maybe Kojima still gets like legal rights to it, but I mean, if he doesn't work there anymore for Konami, he wouldn't have any rights to it.
I mean, if he,
Still have like rights to the characters and stuff. You might.
I think he gets royalties for it because technically he created it. The same with like
Oh,
zone
yeah.
vendors,
So in a sense, Kojima still might get some money out of it.
possibly. But also he's got Sony to back him up. Sony.
Oh yeah, he's got Sony. Actually, no. Sony has Kojima.
true.
Let's put it
Kojima is like a notorious, just like, I want a boss fight. The last 2 weeks we can't do that. I want a boss fight. We can do it overnight.
I don't care how eccentric he is. His shit's always fucking brilliant, though.
It is.
Name one game he's made that has been a piece of shit.
Metal Gear Survive. Wait.
Wait.
Well, I think the main problem with Metal Gear Survive is it was coming in at the end of like the whole zombie line.
If they would have named it anything other than Metal Gear, it would have been.
They ruined the Metal Game name with that.
No, Pachinko ruined the Metal Gear name, but
Oh man, the other day when me and Alyssa went to Fayetteville, there was a Gundam Pachinko machine, and I wanted it so bad, but it's like $300.
You'd rather just buy
Wait,
another PlayStation,
hang on,
wouldn't you?
hang on. That's cheaper than the mower I just bought.
You got a
You're
mower?
talking to somebody who's poor and very bad at handling money.
I
You're
know.
horrible. Well, no,
I'm
if it's just
horrible.
for the fact that you know, bought a good PlayStation.
Wait. Hold up. How much was the machine you wanted to buy, Grim?
Like $375, I think.
And
We
you,
should all just buy one.
were you actually gonna? Would you actually spend that on that machine?
No.
I'm about to say if you would, then you're a dumbass. You should have just bought a PC.
For $300?
I mean, then we could play PC
You can
games.
get a decent gaming laptop for probably about $450.
My laptop isn't really a gaming one, and it was like $550.
But I also
The
Really?
video card, it's an
Well-
integrated video card. It's a higher end of an integrated video card, but it's still an integrated video card.
That's your place, so you don't have taxes, so everything's more expensive there. Remember?
I bought it over in Washington when I was still dating Emily. And I accidentally paid the taxes. I forgot to, because I can go to Washington and tell them like I'm from Oregon. I'm not paying your shitty state's tax, but I forgot to do that. So I paid their shitty state taxes.
Well, file taxes for Washington next year.
I don't have the receipts anymore.
I want my like $75 back.
Probably wasn't even that much. It was probably like 25, 50.
That wouldn't probably be that. It'd be like probably like 10 cents.
Well, you said it was, how much was it? 550?
It was, yeah, about like 5.
If their taxes are anything like ours, which is ours is like 6-7%.
6.5.
That's about how much.
Well, the laptop itself was, I paid, the laptop itself was 500,
Oh God, Bob's doing math. Hang
50-ish
on.
dollars. But I bought a bunch of other things. Like I bought a mouse and a little flash drive, because it's solid state with like no space on it, but I just wanted a little extra. But I paid a total of like $610. But I just don't know how to incorporate, because I don't remember the prices, even the price range for those other things I bought. Otherwise, I can give, like, you know, my very simplified mathematics towards it. -10 taxes.
Negative 10 taxes.
Tax. -10
Hey,
taxes.
how many weeds should we take? Let's just take one weeds.
One weeds, please.
Go tell your
Whoa,
dealer
fella.
that.
I would like to purchase one weeds, please.
I think they'd look at you cross-eyed.
If I'm gonna build a PC, I want it to be like the strongest, stupidest thing I've ever owned.
Well, okay, here, Grim, I'm gonna give you a proposition. I'm buying a 1080 probably here in a month or so, unless I decide to buy another car.
Unless you decide to buy another car.
Well, I kind of want to get a newer car, but if I buy a 1080, because I'm gonna do VR, I'm gonna have a spare R9 AMD R9 graphics card. It's a 4 GB one. I can play Witcher 3 on it. I can play Fallout 4 on it. I've played everything fine for it. It just doesn't do VR. But it's still a very good video card. That's the big part right there. Honestly, when I first got that video card, I slapped it into some Walmart bought HP tower. All I had to do was put a new power supply into it, which those are cheap, and the video card was like $400. But with just a power supply and a basic tower, at least if you had like a 6 processor that's an AM4 slot, you'll be fine. Even if it's just a 6 core, because 6 cores are actually better for game. But I could give you that video card if you're going to be serious about buying
Well,
a computer.
give it a few months because when Alyssa goes to university, we'll probably be moving out into our own place, and that's the main reason. That's another big thing. I want to wait to build a PC till I'm in my own place, because at my parents' house, it's just
Yeah.
a bunch of kids, just a whole bunch of people in the house. and it just
Chaotic.
doesn't work out. Yeah.
But I mean, you would love playing PC with us, like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've
Human
like
Fall
that,
Flat.
like-
games
like-
before, 'cause
oh
that's
yeah,
how I originally
Human
played
Fall
Portal.
Flat. Yeah.
Because Portal, back when it first, well, no, not when it first came out, when it was free on Steam that like month, like in 2005. No, not five. Fucking I think I was in high school at the time, so like tens. But no, yeah, it came out. I had not a good PC at the time, but a PC.
Yeah, I've played a lot of games on Potato.
Yeah, I have two.
I learned to adapt to like 15 frames
Playing
per
on-
second.
Yeah, it's like, and before PC Master Race, somebody just, that's like playing on console.
So yeah, I used to have a Walmart PC I played games on. Remember that, Aaron? That Dell? Chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp.
Yeah.
Anyways,
No,
Yeah.
I think that's what
I know what you mean by like, you know.
yeah, I bought like a $400 Dell
That's when I
PC.
started off. It was a little HP.
Because I looked up the specs on it, and I told my dad, I'm like, hey, I really want this PC. You know, it's got 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's got a 500 gigabyte hard drive. At the time, it was pretty big. I was
Oh
like,
yeah, that's,
that was before
That was,
terabytes
like,
were out,
massive.
really, in laptops at least. But I'm like, I want this computer that, you know, can do everything I want it to do. Which, I mean, at the time I did. It ran like, it could run like TF2.
what it could.
Yeah, because, I mean,
Yeah,
this is
really
probably
that-
2010.
all I cared about at the time was playing Counter Strike and
Yeah.
TF2.
Yeah, 1.6, I played that. 'Cause I
Well,
remember-
part of me always wanted to try Counter Strike. It's just I'm not super good at aiming in
Well,
games.
The thing is, Counter Strike Source is, in my opinion, still like the far superior one, because it's way more difficult. I played Global Offense once before it was free, and it's super easy. I was able to play it just fine without any problems.
Of course, I've never played fucking mouse and
Oh,
keyboard on shooters.
And I am muted.
See, I don't like Global Offense. It's not the same as 1.6. 1.6 is the OG, man. You can't-
Is that is 1.6 Source?
No.
Oh, see, I never played that. I only ever played Source.
See, I didn't have Source. I played 1.6.
I only ever played Source.
Yeah.
Which is still, I mean, it still plays the same.
I only ever played TF2.
Counter Strike was good though. It was fun.
And Gary's mod.
Oh
And
God.
we didn't have any of the fucking assets for Gary's
Yeah.
mod, so everything just
Error,
error.
Checkerboard pattern everywhere.
Oh shit.
Oh, speaking of TF2, remember it kind of is a little off topic, but remember how easy it was to get rank number 1 on PlayStation?
Portal humping.
Well, you didn't even have to do that. You could. That's how easy it was. I know. But I've been rank 1. Like everyone in KTT, everyone that played
Yeah.
was rank 1 at some point. And the thing is, I went on YouTube to look up one time, like, just TF2, like, see if anyone recorded it. And one guy posted it, it was, God, I just forgot his name, from, Street Fighter, guy with a hat, red coat. And he was doing the, yes!
Oh, Bison.
Yes! Bison! It was doing that. It was,
Or
and
Bulldog if
the
you go by the
title
Japanese
was,
version.
well, the title of the YouTube video is, I finally reached rank 1 on PlayStation TF2. And I commented on there, I was like, it's so easy to do that. Like, you could have teleport humped the whole time. And he got defensive about it. He's like, no, it's harder to do, you know, it's hard to do. You know, it takes skill to actually get up to. I was like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, no, it didn't take anything really to do that. Oh my god, KTT. We took like the top 15 for the longest fucking time. Console. It was ridiculous. Speaking of which, I don't know how offensive it would be, but do you remember the greatest engineer we ever ran into?
Greatest engineer we ever ran
I used his name when we used to go to like live streams and whatnot. It's a racist name.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I don't want to say it though.
Good old dick.
Yeah, we got him to join into KTT.
Yeah.
And KTT, dick.
Dick.
It's not,
Or
dick.
wait. Actually, the way we could pronunciate it would be the way we used to do it at work. It's dick.
You guys go pirates on us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of pirates, do you know how they named Menards?
Menards.
Yeah, you ever heard Menards?
What the fuck is a Menard?
It's like a Home
It's-
Depot or Lowe's.
It's like a grocery store slash hardware store.
Do you know what, like Sam's Club is or BJ's warehouse is?
What?
It is literally, it's a grocery store slash hardware store. It's the best way to put it. You can get groceries and hardwares.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
the groceries aren't that big. It's like a small little grocery store department.
Yeah, it's like a. I wouldn't say Marks, but you probably don't know what Marks is either.
What?
It's like Bueller's.
What?
Different cultures. Anyways.
Giant Eagle?
What? We don't have any of this shit over here.
Okay, anyways.
Walmart, but imagine Walmart with smaller grocery store, bigger hardware store.
Okay.
Like a Sears.
What?
Sears, yeah, kind of like Sears is kind of like Kmart.
Wait. Oh, I've been to Kmart. What about shopping cart? You ever hear that one?
No. I push those
Apples?
around.
Apple.
Apple's actually is out of business. I'm pretty sure. We used to have an Apple's around here.
We got Apple Eye Care, where they.
Adam probably doesn't even remember Apple's.
I remember Apple's. It was off 62, right by Walmart.
What about
Kmart.
Carousel?
Yeah, that was where the
Isn't
Walmart
that
was.
like a cleaner.
But anyways, I want to say my Menards joke. So, anyways, Menards was
Bust my nerds.
yeah,
Bust Menards.
that was my joke.
Was it really?
Yes. That was legit. It was the fact that two pirates were loading up cannonballs into their cannons, and the guy's like, "Oh, we should, make a store when we get to this island," and he drops one on his balls. He's like, "Ah, Menards," and he's like, "Oh, that's a good idea." God damn you guys!
My joke.
He took my joke.
It took your dick.
Your dick.
But I don't want to lose my.
Oh my god.
I'm actually really upset.
What we do is we live a life of references.
And
We pretty much, yeah, like we reference even like personal stuff.
we call them personal memes now.
Like, even then, like there's inside jokes between all of us, like
Like your signature death sound.
or one between White Boy and I. Odit.
Speaking of memes, since I seem like we're getting off topic right now, I read these to Bob earlier, but since we're all here together and Destiny was a big part of our lives for a while, I want to read this. Somebody made up the 10 commandments for each class.
Oh yeah.
So, the 10 commandments for the Warlock. Commandment number 1. Thou shalt bow to greet a fellow Warlock and slap to greet the rest. Like the melee. Number 2. Thou shalt annihilate. Number 3. Thou shalt vow to use a well of radiance or rift to help your fellow incapacitated titans and hunters. Number 4. Thou shalt not miss your Nova Bomb. Number 5. Thou shalt majestically glide in robes, for we are gracious and gifted beings. Number 6. Thou shalt refrain from arguing with the Titan and the Hunter, for we do not befoul our minds with the foolish logic of the dullard. Number 7. Thou shalt always seek righteousness, for we are scholars. which differentiates us from the boorish ones. Number 8. Thou shalt melee from a long distance, for we shall not soil our hands. Number 9. Thou shalt respect, but not follow Osiris' heresy. And number 10. Thou shalt forever honor the memory of Lord Fellwinter. Nope. I guess these aren't loaded up yet. Fuck. Okay. The 10 Commandments of a Titan. Grim, you'll love these. If you're still here. You've been really quiet.
Grim?
Grim?
Grim.
I realized I was muted because I was talking to Alyssa because she was asking me what was going on.
Ah. The 10 Commandments of the Titan. You'll enjoy these. Number 1. Thou shalt punch a fellow Titan to greet or thank them. Number 2. Thou shalt always randomly shoulder charge in the air as you run to a certain location to assert mightiness. Number 3. Thou shalt always cover your loin with an honorable loincloth. Number 4. Thou shalt always shoulder charge a hunter on your way. Number 5. Thou shalt never miss your melting point hit. Number 6. Thou shalt never get into an argument with a warlock, for they could never understand our punch logic. Number 7. Thou shalt punch. Number 8. Thou shalt always carry a shotgun, for our fists can become sore from punching. Number 9. Thou shalt always respect the Titan orders, for we follow strict rules that differentiate us from hunters. And number 10. Thou shalt forever honor the memory of Saint 14. And then last but not least, the 10 Commandments.
Kind of the least.
Kind of the least. The 10 Commandments of the Hunter. Oop. There it goes. Number 1. Thou shalt not teabag a fellow hunter. Number 2. Thou shalt greet a fellow hunter by throwing knives at them.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3. Thou shalt use a tether in PvE to provide orbs for your fellow guardians when needed.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4. Thou shalt always use Blade Barrage on a Titan Super whenever given the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5. Thou shalt always look fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6. Thou shalt wear a fellow hunter's cloak to honor them.
Yeah.
Number 7. Thou shalt not engage in argument with a warlock, for we do not have time to lose with book people. Number 8. Thou shalt use a hand cannon and store it on your hips. Number 9. Thou shalt not miss a golden gun shot when using Celestial Nighthawk. And number 10. Thou shalt forever honor Cade's memory.
Oh.
Oh.
He's still alive for me. He didn't die for me.
Yeah, we haven't played it yet, so he hasn't.
He can't
Cade
die for
can't
me,
die
though.
if you never played the new DLC.
Mm-hmm. That's my logic.
That's a good one.
Why did Valiant Hunter break all those rules?
Something to the fright. Fox!
Oh.
Something to the fright, apparently.
So even though Destiny turned to shit, it's still a big part. Because if not, we would have never met Gren.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Destiny, we would have never seen Grim or heard of him. Well, we would have seen him probably, in passing, on the opposite team.
On the opposite team.
Mm-hmm.
A dick.
Be playing GTA and be like, God, this asshole keeps shooting at us. Let's fuck him up, boys. Turns out it's Grim, playing by himself.
I used to not be that big of a griefer until I met you guys.
Yeah, but we weren't grieving.
We have an inside joke about how to get you to play a game with us. And it's literally to be like, hey, Grim, we're griefing people. You want to come?
Oh, hell you.
Grim, you want to play Fallout? No, game crashes all the time. Grim, we're gonna drop a nuke on someone. You want to play? I'm already on.
It's not wrong.
Just give me the coordinates. That'd be Grim.
Yep. Good time.
He's our little griefer.
Oh, we also have another inside joke about Grim that I think is kind of funny. ever since this is also because of Destiny. Ever since we bought some of the DLC for Destiny and we're thoroughly disappointed, we no longer trust his judgment in buying games.
He has the unapproval stamp of games.
Hey, that's fair.
He's like, hey
I
guys,
think
Anthem's
we
a
all
great
kind
game.
of lost our approval rating with Anthem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys all. Yeah.
We all jumped onto that after that fucking demo.
Well, because originally I wasn't gonna get it, and then I played with you guys. I was like, okay, I'll get it.
Yeah, the demo sold all of us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but then it just.
But then Grim's like, hey guys, Destiny 2's coming out. I'm buying it. Nah. Come on guys, let's buy it. Reminisce. Nah.
No, that's not what it was. It was
Rise
Force
of Iron.
Well, I didn't play
I bought
that.
you guys, I bought two of you guys that,
Me and
and
Bob.
myself. So I bought
Yeah.
3 times, and I got them back into it. So then
Me and
they
Bob.
bought Destiny 2, and then we played
Bob.
Destiny 2, all the DLCs up until whatchamacallit, the newest one.
The unspoken death we don't talk about.
Yeah. And then that's where it finally died.
Good
So
times.
eating raspberries was my thing, just like shorting out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of raspberries, so that other game used to play a lot. It wasn't
What?
just like by ourselves, but you remember Castle Crashers?
Oh God, yes.
The amount of hours we put onto that game. Did you ever play that with us, Adam?
I don't. I remember watching Aaron play it. That's about the extent of it. I think
That was old PS3 too. Remember?
a lot of
yeah.
PS3 games. I remember we only had one of at the time, and it was Aaron's. Well, it was Aaron's. And then also the first time Aaron had a PlayStation, he lived at my dad's, and I was with my mom.
They were
so.
expensive, but yet they were still cheaper than a 360.
No, that ain't true, because that's why I got a 360. 'cause it was
They
cheaper.
were when they first came out. They were cheaper than a 360 by $100. The
Yeah, but
360 only got cheaper once they made a 360.
the Slim, yeah.
And you didn't have to pay monthly fees.
Yeah.
I got the Slim.
And the reason I always, I literally I remember getting into this argument back in high school about why the PS3 was better. It came with a built-in Bluetooth. Bluetooth players at the time were an extra $200 themselves.
Oh yeah.
So, like literally, you were saving money by buying the PS3.
Well, and the PlayStation
big-
games could be bigger in file because Bluetooth could hold more.
MGS4 is the proof on that one.
Yeah.
See,
You
the-
literally had to
I got
download every chapter.
I didn't play online games on the 360 up until Black Ops 2.
See, that was the problem. Like me and Sean, played 360 all the time together. So that's why I was on PlayStation or Xbox more than PlayStation. And plus, we already had a 360 before the PlayStation.
Until I finally convinced him to buy a PS4 with me on Black Friday.
Well, remember, Dad did buy me that PS3.
Oh yeah, that's right. He
I did.
buy you
I did have a PS3 for a hot second, and we played DC on it. Me,
We played DC and we played Little Big Planet.
Little Big Planet, and
Amount
then
of DC played also.
Oh my god. Yeah, you us three played like shit ton of.
yeah, DC was our other good.
We still kind of play it to this day.
I
But
still hop on occasionally, yeah.
but back then, me and Aaron were real into it. We had the membership for it.
Yeah, I didn't even get the membership.
Well, we bought all the DLC for a while because then as we could share it. But then we ended up buying the membership just because we're like it was
Well,
like
wasn't
for the
it on
summer.
sale or something?
It was on sale for
a
like
month?
3 months or something, I think.
Yeah.
Because me and Aaron would log on
Yeah.
every single day to play it. To log in and get our rewards, do our raids, or do our.
Ben used to play with us too.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of logging.
We had a
on, like,
nice little fort. What was that, Grim?
what you guys reminded me like to log on to my raid game I've been playing on my phone. Not sponsored.
Nothing is sponsored yet, Grim.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we have a viewer right now.
Probably not, but still. Listener. But no,
Listener.
I need to log on to get my daily reward so I can get my second purple hero epic or whatever.
But yeah, oh my god, there's a lot of good times. Lot. still remember the one time. Oh, what was it? Uh-oh. That. Oh. I don't know. I guess until we get bored, maybe? You could have just asked that out loud. I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
We don't know how long this is going to go for, probably, until one of us gets bored. Or we decide to...
Grim's gotta leave at like 6 so we can go to work.
Or go play something.
Well, when you leave, we'll probably play Human Fall Flat. Just saying. So that'll be the next. That'll be our next stream.
Not sponsored.
We're not sponsored.
Because that game is hilarious.
Well, I mean, we...
People who do Gang Beast,
I think so, yeah.
like their logo's like a meat on a bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the name of the company, but yeah.
Neither do I. Meat bone. Bone meat. Meat.
But if anybody's listening who has any kind of power, if you could, like, make another Castle Crashers or make some kind of remake Castle Crashers for the PS4, PS5, I'm just saying, I know 4 people who would buy the shit out of it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Castle Crashers.
There's so many similar games on PSN, but they're single players.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one? It's God, they gave it for free not too long ago, but I think it's just 2-player.
It's split screen.
Oh, split screen 2-player.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
there needs to be more co-op games these days.
Oh
It really
God.
does.
Speaking of which, eventually, I still think, Bob, you and Grim need to sit down and play A Way Out.
Yeah, we
Ooh,
do.
Yeah. Yeah, me.
Because
yeah.
all of us have played it together now. Well, you and Adam haven't played it.
But we've played it, but just not together.
What's it on?
You don't need to buy it. He can share it with you for free.
Yeah, I can share it with you, Grim.
You just have to download the. Isn't it like a?
You have to download the demo or something like that. Yeah, he'll give you like a game code and it'll let you play it. It's a trial, and you can only play it with that person.
Yeah. But you can still play it. And I don't have to stream it to you, so it doesn't require like a strong internet connection or anything.
Mm-hmm. I think it'd be good. I wish we would have streamed it the first time me and Adam played it.
Yeah, that was good.
Did you and I stream it? I don't remember.
I streamed it.
Yeah, I was sick that day. I was like really sick because I remember we went to go get on the and I could not. Like I was really sick. I had a high fever and whatnot.
I just like the ending of it. It was good with me, you, Aaron.
Yeah. Playing that fucking arcade game for like ever.
Yeah, it was a long...
I remember you and I were having the competition for the wheelchair thing.
Yeah, we kept doing the wheelchair game over and over again. I love the
like. I would beat it and then I'd walk off and then you'd be like, and then you'd go and do it.
That's how we were but we were doing push-ups or the pull-ups.
Yeah, the exercise in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. I'm I could do more than you. No, you can't.
That kind of sucked because I didn't notice it until I noticed it a little bit when me and Adam were playing, but I noticed it more when you and me played. And I played the other guy. They actually had different strengths.
I had a button match, my guy. Like I was struggling because I played the guy that was like all scrawny and shit.
Yeah.
And when we did it, I was like, "Hey, Aaron, I can do 20 easy." He's like, "Oh no, you can't." I bust on Aaron's like struggling at 15. He's like, "God damn, I can't get up." Yeah, we did it. We had challenges on all the workouts we did. The dips, and then wasn't there crunches too?
I don't think there was. I don't remember crunches. I remember pull-ups, push-ups.
Okay, that's what it was.
I think there was one more.
It was the dips. They
Well, if that
the
game
dips.
is mostly
the dips.
mashing, then me and Bob, cause the freaking mash masters of this freaking.
Oh yeah.
Me and Bob.
Well,
just button
I don't know.
mashing.
I think Aaron's way better at button mashing than I am.
MGS1
yeah.
and MGS4.
4.
has trained you for button mashing.
Mm-hmm.
You play the hardest difficulty on the first game, and you button mash the torture chamber until your fingers bleed.
Oh yeah, the microwave hallway.
No,
No.
the original one. There was a torture chamber, and if you fucked up the torture chamber, Meryl died. You
And
had to button mash through it so that you could get the infinite bandana.
if not,
The microwave chamber was bad, but it was nowhere near torture chamber difficulty. Ever.
no.
Because your health, on the hardest difficulty, your health was shorter, so you had to smash that button faster just to survive and not get hurt, and then you had to smash it afterwards to get your health back.
It was just mash after mash after mash.
Mm-hmm. They did the mash. They did the torture chamber mash. The torture chamber mash.
Is it weird
Is he
Aaron
singing
singing
the
by himself?
chorus with himself?
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah.
Singing harmony with himself.
Harmony.
Stop that.
Well, might have to call it ends here because dog.
Yeah, because we're running out of
yeah.
topics.
It was just kind of a warm-up introduction.
It is.
for
It's a
ourselves
warm-up
anyway.
introduction, just getting used to how we bullshit. I didn't pull up any topics because I didn't realize I didn't know how long our whole introduction was going to go with. So
Well, future ones will probably have like actual topics that
I
we're
will
focusing on.
I'll pull up some
Saying
if
honestly
you guys want
too,
to pull something for topics.
even in that, or we can just do like a weekly update, like, oh hey, what's going on? Anything
Yeah.
exciting happened this week?
And we don't have any set schedule with like
No.
when we're playing games or anything. Sometimes we might have like for when a new coming out, but typically we still work jobs, so it's like usually during the weekend.
Or even we can do like game reviews, like upcoming games. Talk about what.
Sometimes we'll solo stream, just playing a game that maybe like White Boy, you just picked up Days Gone, and I noticed you're probably streaming that.
I'm actually streaming that to my own Twitch for now,
Did you get a
just because.
digital
Huh?
copy?
Yeah, I bought a digital copy. I was going to tell you about it today. I forgot to mention it before.
Well, that means I'm downloading it.
It's good, by the way. I like it so far.
When you said you had a digital, I leaned back in my chair. I'm like, what?
Like, I'm gonna go download this.
You didn't tell me.
Don't mind me.
Well, I'm sure
If-
if you just add. White Boy, do you got the PlayStation app?
No. As I pick up my phone.
I was about to say, if White Boy has the PlayStation app, you can download and just start the download now.
Oh yeah, he does that for me all the time.
It's probably not possible, and everybody might not be here every Sunday, but we might try picking this up every Sunday if there's anybody here or anybody watching this in the future. Probably around similar times,
Mm-hmm.
because Grim has to work, and a lot of us get up late.
And I sleep a lot.
And I'm usually like Sunday's my kind of get ready for the weekday. But I mean, just being on for an hour, it might not be all. Rarely we're ever all on. We have this thing where we all just can't be on at the same time, apparently.
Especially me and Grim together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
But I mean, there's been times where I'm not on, and they're all on. Or, well, it's rare when White Boy's not on, and then the rest of us are on.
I
don't
have
think.
no life. I live at home with a dog. What do you expect?
Yeah. But typically, it's usually just White Boy and I also. And it just depends on the day. There's times where it's just Grim and I, Adam and I.
So me and you've had a couple times during the week where we're on, we don't even do anything, we just bullshit.
Yeah, it's usually on Monday, sometimes Tuesday. But I usually try to get on. Depends. We all work different hours.
And live in different states.
Yeah. Well, except
Yeah,
two of
except
you
me and Aaron, but yeah.
and I.
Adam and I. Ah, damn it!
So I mean, like Hitler, some guy was telling him, one of his guards was telling him that their mine is producing too much ore, and Hitler told him to mine less, and Hitler's professional grammar Nazi was mine fewer, and Hitler just replied with yes, mine fewer.
I'm gonna just log off now. I'm just gonna completely shut off my phone, PlayStation, everything.
Get it? Because they called him mine Führer. Do you want to take a seat in mine comfy chair?
This is why we can't have
I mean,
nice things.
If you want a different joke, I'll schwitz it up.
Well,
You gotta get us some kind of toys or something like that. It's like Meowschwitz in there.
It's like Meowschwitz.
if we're gonna log off with a joke,
Okay,
I got one for you.
I'm kidding.
I got a good log off joke then. Okay. It's a knock knock joke, so bear with me. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Control freak. Okay, now you say control freak. That's about all I got. Yeah, it was dumb. Anyways,
This, we don't have a proper ending to our things, so like. You know.
till
Goodbye.
Oh, bye, Grim.
Bye, Grim.
Till-
Bye, everyone. Have a beautiful time.
till again,
No!
and he gone.
Okay, we're not streaming anymore.
No.
No.
Okay.
How
How
but
many
yeah,
viewers did
if
we get?
I saw 2.
What,
at
for-
most, there was 3 at one point in time, but one of them's me.
Oh. Well, and it's just going to be uploaded also onto our YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
The stream is not the.
And I'll start. By the way, your Marley and me counts was a little off. You couldn't actually see the number unless it moves over when you add a number.
Marley wasn't even freaking out that much.
Yeah, he didn't. There was no counter this time.
Well, there was a counter at the top, but I mean.
Yeah, there was a counter, but there was no. You guys didn't get me this time.
Well, Marley wasn't freaking out.
Yeah, for once.
So
I'm glad for once he didn't freak out.
I know Grim's already gone, which I was gonna bring this up. but he left us already. Did he leave us on? Yeah, he left us on everything.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
dipped.
he's gone. He's gone.
That's hey wait before real quick. It's kind of weird. I noticed he sent, Craig at least sent me the thing like right at 6 or 4:30 when we started the stream.
Maybe it uploads it when it's done. It just sends you a link to where it's gonna get uploaded to.
Yeah, recording the force. I record up to 6 hours. Recordings are deleted automatically after 7 days. Okay.
Oh.
Grim?
Yeah, back.
Oh.
Did you get fired?
Fired.
That's why you're back. You got fired, didn't you?
Fired from what?
Your job. You gotta go to work?
No, I'm leaving at like 6.
Oh. Then why did you get off the first time?
Just a joke, I guess.
Oh, I
I
don't get it.
I don't get it.
We're up to 100 megabytes so far.
So.
That's not bad.
All right, I'm turning my audio back up.
Should we go to PlayStation chat now? So that way Grim's at a better quality.
Is he even on PlayStation anymore? Oh, Adam's not in
Yeah.
our PlayStation chat.
That means I have to switch my whole setup.
Okay, we'll just stay here. We're already here.
Since this seems, I mean, wasn't successful because we didn't blow up. We're not supposed to.
Well, also it's not up to it.
I don't expect us to blow up. Like, I'm not like being like really. I'm not being negative at it.
Facetious.
But it's so hard to get in the streaming thing these days because it's such a big
There's so many
thing.
people
Oh, yeah.
doing it.
But you know, I really like doing this. Like, it is fun doing this. Like, I do enjoy it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I would like to. What I was gonna say is, I would like to do this every Sunday, every other Sunday, whatever would be
Alright, do
work
it.
out best.
Oh, sorry. I just realized something.
But
If I mute the audio on the capture card, it mutes my TV.
Oh.
So I turned my TV down for nothing. I'm like, turn my TV. I'm like, why the fuck's the audio not working? I go onto my computer and I'm like, oh, awkward. Anyways,
But yeah, I'll ask now. Availability for next Sunday, roughly around the same time.
Should be able to, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
I'm going out of town on Friday, but I'm coming back Saturday morning. I have on Saturday, I still have a birthday to go to, but Sundays, I really always just try to get free anyway. I mean, I've got my shopping. I don't expect us maybe, like, we don't have to do the same time, like, exactly. But
Relatively around the same time. Because it doesn't matter when it gets uploaded.
Because I sometimes wake up late, also. And, you know, then I gotta still do my shopping and laundry and whatnot. And I like to take care of that shit first.
Yeah.
And free up my day to the best of my extent.
Well, I know we kind of made a couple exceptions today because sour, or, you know, my mom showing up.
Yeah, your mom showed up. I don't know, Grimm's excuse. Well, you had a lot of driving to do, didn't you?
I was asleep.
Oh, okay. And then Adam, well, you know.
Like, I woke up to my phone going off, and it's like, hey, if you ain't on, you ain't a part of this anymore. I'm like, oh crap, I need to download that.
So that's what we were right then. He got the ultimatum, and he's like, fuck, I better get my ass up.
Well, all weekend we've kind of been doing a lot of stuff, and then last night when we went to Infinity Wars and not getting out of the theater until like 3 a.m.
What did you think of the movie?
you say anything, I'm gonna come kill you.
Yeah,
You say anything, I'm gonna come kill you.
It was great.
You just have to, like, say
Batman died.
No,
Solo dies.
Like unexpected. But...
Fox Mulder and Scully come back.
Shit.
Spider-Man turning out to be a robot was a pretty big surprise.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Yeah, we'll figure out a time Saturday, roughly, and go from there, if that's all right. I'm gonna let my dog out because he's freaking the. Ooh, I'm not muted, am I?
Oh god, I actually just fell out!
Okay.
Adam, I just fell. It's like being in the actual truck of a bed truck.
That's great.
You yeeted me out.
They not laughing when we first started and Bob doing flips in the freaking Russian car was hard.
Well, I killed Aaron. He's like, oh, what? And I kept trying to get Bob to join the CEO so he can make money while we do this, and he wouldn't join. Oh, cool. It finally downloaded. Let's see how big this file is. I'm curious. It's kind of cool because it sends me in as a zip file, too.
Me Auschwitz.
Meow.
This thing is like the fastest vehicle ever.
So it was like an hour and 20 minutes.
That's not bad.
No, I feel like an hour is not bad at all. I'm gonna turn YouTube off. End stream.
I don't know if anyone even